Wait, there's one more that's gonna take a half hour when nobody likes.
Oh,
So what about the next one?
That's my favorite, mine and Ben's favorite
Before we make
one.
the motion?
Yes, I absolutely will not vote for this. And I hope I have 4 other board members, because every Sunday night they are in our district picking up our garbage between 8 and 9 o'clock. That is a violation. They've been taken to Tom Turkowski, the judge, and they keep promising. I absolutely, they are not responsible at all, and I will not. And I apologize if the next responsible person, I hope, is a little bit more money, but the borough is tired of, and Mark spends all kind of time on the phone with these guys, and they keep, we promise. There's no communication in this company. We're not gonna have our business manager go into court with this company, and then we incur all these fines, and then we have to go back and we have to get the money from them. The borough has to take them to court. It's $1,000 every time. They were already given a little bonus here. They were already saying, okay. They were given excused from the judge. I will not vote for this company.
Okay, I think we get it.
Okay.
Mr. Fetzko, are we able to say that they're not a responsible bidder? Because
Well,
of the infraction?
I do know they did infractions. I do know we sent them letters, didn't we?
They
Yes,
still
we
didn't
did.
comply with
Mark
the borough's-
Mark
Yeah, we sent them
a-
letters that they better comply or we're gonna thing. I think their track record is,
Is enough?
they're not responsible bidders.
So that.
They're not the lowest responsible bidder.
Okay.
Okay.
They are the lowest, though.
They are lowest numerically, but not responsible.
Do we know what the next one is so that we can award it?
I don't know anything about the next one.
Next one's big sanitation, $2,086 a month.
How much one?
$2,086 a month.
It's a shame, but we have to send a message out to these people. They're coming in our town.
Does anyone know anything about them? I've never dealt with them in my life.
I haven't really seen
I
them.
But that's a $700
$750.
That's a big number.
It is. I said that. I apologize for that, but you know what? What message are you sending? Everybody can do whatever they want. Nobody has to follow the rules. Unless, here's what we do. We stick to our guns. Mark's gonna have to spend time in court every time because I report these people to the borough every single Sunday.
Can we rebid it?
I thought there was a 30-day, in the last one, there was a 30-day, if you violate this, we can void the contract. Wasn't there something like that in the contract? You don't recall? I remember I wrote him a letter saying you do it. if
Yeah, you wrote him a
I
letter.
remember your letter.
Yeah, there was a
And
letter.
I think we do nothing in these contracts to protect ourselves.
Well, that's why I'm tired of this, you know?
Well, can we reject it and hope that we get better prices? And then tell them that.
I mean, do you guys realize how loud these, and you know, another thing is, I think the problem we had in the Franklin parking lot came from their trucks. They
Probably.
banged that thing down, and that's exactly where that hole was, right where that is. They're banging that thing down there, they don't close the lids, which is another Munhall violation.
Yeah.
You have to, one of the things, I'm not saying if they ever alleyways or anything, but they're the ones doing it right now. While we're rebidding, we're gonna continue to be paying them $2,100 a month instead of $1,300. They're doing the work for us now, because that's what their last contract was. That's how much they came down from the last contract to this one. So the $1,300, and it'll probably take 3 weeks of advertising, and it'll take a board meeting to vote them in, so 2 months we'll be
So
paying,
that's more money.
we'll be paying them $2,100 a month instead of $1,300.
Now, why did they drop so? I'd be
Can't we-
concerned.
I think because they
for-
wanted to keep the business.
Well, can't we just not vote for them and someone else put a thing up, we want big sanitation to do it tonight? I mean,
He doesn't
I don't
know
know, that's up
anything
to you.
about them.
No, we
You're
did.
saying
we don't wanna accept, we're saying we're not gonna accept the lowest bid. We wanna go with the.
We're saying that the lowest bid is not the most responsible, but he's saying that it's gonna cost you $750 more a month. That's up to you, that's a policy,
still
but
gonna
that's
be-
a lot of money
But
difference.
it's still less than what we're paying right now.
No, it's not.
Yeah, we pay $2,100 a month right
And what
now.
are you, and you're saying you're gonna pay what?
$1,320.
Well, no, we're gonna pay $2,086, we're paying $2,100 now, we'll be paying $2,086.
Can somebody get to them and make a point to them? that-
I've already done
He's
that
tried that.
multiple times.
They
So
took
even
them to
though,
court.
even though they would have lost this bid, you don't think that's enough incentive for them to
change.
Well, I think that's why they lowered their bid so significantly. I
They
haven't,
took them to the.
I wasn't here the work session when I was on vacation. Somebody from Allied was here.
Yeah,
He didn't
we
speak.
didn't know,
They
we
didn't
didn't know
He didn't
until we
know.
were done.
Yeah.
It was over.
So I asked them to have someone come to the meeting so that they can answer all these questions.
Sounds like there's two options. We stay with the lowest not responsible bidder and take them to court every time. Eventually, comes out of their pocket,
Is
eventually.
there a clause, I mean, not a clause, we can do it, but if they break their contract, if they come at 9 o'clock, we just don't pay them?
That's in the specs. There's a thing in the specs that they must adhere to the Munhall ordinance.
If
But
we-
what
if-
happens if they don't?
If they don't, what happens?
Then we can eliminate them.
I mean, we refuse to pay them that
I was asking,
much,
could you refuse to pay them that month?
Yeah, it's an
You can always refuse to pay them.
and I'll let them take us to court, and we can
That's a
go
good
say,
idea.
this is why, you came at 9 o'clock, you're breaking all your things.
Well, that's why we sent them a letter, because they continuously were in
Right, and we
violation.
have all those on file if they.
And I sent them a letter that you do it again, we're voiding your contract in 30
Right.
days. I remember that letter.
Right.
So I never heard anything else, I assumed they were good boys.
That's it.
Maybe they were.
I like call that side, let's just not pay them the money. And tell them that they didn't adhere to the contract. And then make them take
If
us.
they're
to
coming
court.
down this much, they know there's a problem, they know they are messing up, they can $1,000.
And you take them to the Turkowski.
Well, if they're coming after us for the money, then that would come up in the court battle.
Right,
That would be our defense.
and they wouldn't do that, they wouldn't go wrong.
I don't know, what
It's a
do you think's the best way to do it?
$9,000 difference.
So can we award it and then let them know we're not paying them if they make us, if they do the wrong thing?
I think you gotta let them know out front that we really mean it this time. If they keep screwing up, we're voiding the contract. It's on.
I like not paying them, that makes people, act.
Well, we'll do it both.
Yeah.
Well, when it comes to that monthly invoice to pay, we say no to that.
I'm willing to
When we vote to pay the bill.
Yeah.
They didn't adhere to the contract, so if you don't adhere to a contract, you don't get paid. Sounds good to me.
You see if we're allowed to do this, they should fax to you the date and time of every pickup for each building.
We can make them do that. I mean, that's within our rates. They should have a schedule when they pick us up anyway. And that's-
They'll lie about it, I'm sure.
But you're good there, so you know.
But they're coming out Sunday night, I don't know, I don't think there's any communication between the drivers and their office, there can't be. I mean, how many times did you
Yeah, I don't
write
know.
letters and call this?
Yeah, I mean, they could have
He
independent
swears up and
drivers.
down, up and down.
Plus too, once the team on the side of the building pick them up if they're over at Franklin on a Sunday night, if they say, oh no, we were there and we just pull that out.
I can see from my house.
You know, and you might back that up with a police report, filing a,
Yeah, have the police.
call the police department and let them know that they violated an ordinance, and you have a date and time stamp. And based on that, we may pay them.
Actually, once that camera gets replaced over Franklin, I already recorded it. There's already a camera already over there.
Okay.
It's being
We have a
replaced.
few residents that are
Scheduled
sort
by
of,
lighting.
Yeah, just got hit by later, we're in the
Reporting
process
time.
of replacing
Then
it.
in that case, we'll vote.
Missed that pole apart.
So we're gonna vote to approve this tonight? Okay. Motion to award the bid to provide refuse hauling services for the 2012, 2013, 2014 school years to Allied Waste per bid specifications at a cost per month of $1,320. And when the school is not in session, $2.31 per cubic yard.
Second?
roll call?
Mr. Regis?
Yes.
Mrs. Ballas?
Yes.
Mrs. Kiefer?
Yes.
Mr. Terry?
Yes.
Ms. Youngblood?
Yes.
Mr. Natale?
Yes.
Mrs. Can?
Yes.
Okay, motion passes.